Hello dear students, today we are going to see our third unit, that is data structure in Python, and our today's topic is list. So basically we are going to learn different data structures in Python. The most basic data structures in Python is the sequence. Each element of a sequence is assigned a number. It's a position or index. We have already seen there is an index in array, right? Array is also a sequence, right? So in that there is also a different index number which is start from 0, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So like that there is a different sequences, sequence data structures in Pythons are available. Okay, so we are going to see that the first index is 0, the second index is 1, and so forth. Okay, but the most common one are list and tuple. There are certain things you can do with all sequence types. These operation includes indexing, slicing, adding, multiplying, and checking the membership. Okay, checking for membership. In addition, Python has built-in functions for finding the length of a sequence and for finding its largest and smallest elements. So we are starting with list. Basically, the list is a most versatile data type available in Python, which can be written as a list of comma separated values. Means there are different elements which is separated by comma. Okay, and the elements are arranged within a square bracket. The elements are arranged within a square bracket. Important thing about a list is that items in a list need not be of the same type. Means we have seen that array is a collection of elements which is having similar data type, right? But here the list is a collection of elements which is having different data type. Creating a list is as simple as putting different comma separated value between square bracket. See the example list 1. Here there are different values like physics, chemistry, these are subject names, but they are strings. Okay, they are string which is separated by comma. There are also different values for a year like 1997, 2000. Okay, these are integer data type, right? So here all the elements are having different data type, but that elements are stored in a list 1. Okay, so see the syntax how to write or how to initialize a list. First give a list name, then initialization parameter, that is equal, then use square bracket and insert element and separate it by a comma. Okay, then give a semicolon. Okay, then see the second example. There are all numeric means integer values. Okay, list 3 is having all character values. Similar to string indices, the list indices start at 0. List is also list index position is also start with a 0, and list can be sliced, concatenate, and so on. List can be sliced, concatenate, and so on. So accessing values in a list. To access the values in a list, use the square bracket for slicing along with the index or indices to obtain the value available at that index. For example, list 1, I have already we are going to see the same example, that is list 1, which is containing physics, chemistry, 1997 and 2000 element, right? List 2 containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 element. Here now we are going to see how we are going to access the element by using the index index positioning. So see that in first print statement we are going to access the list 1 list 1 element whose index number is 0. So it will directly going to print physics. Okay, in second list it will going to print total 4 elements. ठीक है, in list 2 it is going to print total 4 element, okay, from position 1 to position 4, because the last element means here it is specified that 1:5. So iterating index positions are 1, 2, 3 and 4, because last position is 5 minus 1, that is 4. Okay, so that's why 1, 2, 3, 4 index position elements are going to be print. So what is the element whose index number is 1 in list 2? So that is number 2. Okay, then index is 2, the number is 3, the index number is 3, the element is 4, the index number 4, the element is 5. So that's why it will going to print element 2, 3, 4, 5 while printing the list 2. Okay, so accordingly we are going to access the values in a list by using index number. Next, updating list. You can update single or multiple element of a list by giving the slice on the left hand side. Okay, we are going to use slice on the left hand side and the assignment operator, and you can add to element in a list with the append function. Okay, so here we are going to see how to update a list. Okay, see the list, first list, that means physics, chemistry 1997 2000. Okay, now here we are going to print the value of list which having index position 2. So it will print directly 1997, because physics having index number 0, chemistry is having index number 1 and 1997 is having index number 2. But now we are going to update the element of list whose index number is 2. So list, we are using square bracket, and here we are specifying the index number, that is 2, and directly we are going to assign the element, so equals to 2001. So it will directly going to append or we can say update the element of list whose position is index position is 2. So when we are going to print the new element, so it will directly going to print 2001. So like this way we are going to update the list. Okay, next, delete the list elements. To remove a list element, you can use either a delete statement if you know exactly which element you are deleting to remove. Okay, so you can use the remove method. If you do not know, then use the remove method. Okay, so for example, we see there is a list. If you want to delete the element of list, third element of a list whose index position is 2, so we are using directly del list 1, and then we are specifying the index number. Okay, so when we are going to print before delete, so it will directly print all element. When you are using delete statement del list 1, then you are specifying the index number. Then afterwards, when you are again going to print the list 1, then it will going to print the list without, means the element of second position index, that is 1997, is already going to be deleted. So after that list is going to be seen like that, physics, chemistry and 2000. Okay, so your third element, that is index position is 2, is already going to be deleted from the list. Next, basic list operators or operations. The first one is we are going to find the length of a list. So when you are using len function and directly you are specifying the list, it will directly print the result, that is 3. Okay, when you want to concatenate the list, it will directly concatenate using plus operator. So it will directly show you the concatenation of the elements of the particular list. When you want to repeat the list, you directly use multiplication, that is asterisk mark, to multiply the elements, how many times you want to repeat that element. Okay, if you want to see the membership, that if the element is all available in a list or not, so you can use in, that is membership operator. So it will directly show you the result in boolean format, either it is true or it is a false. So it will if the element is present in a list, it will give you the result true. If the element is not present in a list, it will show you the false result. Okay, if you want to iterate the list, so you have to use the loop to do the iteration in a list. Okay, so here is the example, that is for x in x 1 2 3. Okay, you have specified list, and then you are going to print the x. So it will directly print the elements of each iteration. So it will print 1 2 and 3. Okay, then next, indexing, slicing and matrices. So here we are going to see how it is going to be possible. Okay, so here see the list which containing three elements, that is first is spam, second is having initial letter s is capital, and third all letters are in a uppercase. Okay, so there are three elements same element, that is spam, but having a different cases. Okay, so now we are going to access it. So here see the we are going to print the list element, that is L2, that is index position is 2. So it will print directly spam which is in uppercase. Okay, if you are using -2, then it will directly going to print second second element of a list, that is capital S PAM. Okay, because negative count from the right, Okay, then next is one first starting from first, so it will directly print two elements after means that is who is having index position 1 and 2, because it will the list is going to be start from the index position 1. Okay, so it will go up to the last element, so that is a spam which is in a uppercase. Okay, so it will print all elements spam and spam that is index position having 1 and 2, it will going to print both elements. Okay, it is called the slicing fetches section. Okay, next is built-in list function. There are different built-in list function. First one is a compare, it is going to compare the two list elements. Okay, then next is the length, it will find the length of a list. If you want to find the maximum element from the list, you have to use max function. Okay, if you want to find the minimum element, use minimum function. If you want to convert a tuple into list, use list and use the all sequence. Okay, so it will convert that tuple into the list. Okay, different built-in list methods are, first one is append, it will append the object to a list. Second one is count, it will count the elements in a list. Next one is extend, if you want to extend the list with the sequence of elements, so you can use the extend function. Okay, then next is index method, which is return the lowest index in a list that object appears. Okay, then if you want to insert element in a list on a specific index, so you can use the list and insert function with specify the index number and specify the element, that is object. Okay, so it will going to insert element on a specific index position. Okay, use pop to remove the last object. List remove, it will use to remove the object from a list. Okay, list reverse, it will show the list element in reverse order. Okay, and list sort, it will sort the object of a list. Use compare function if given. Okay, so these are the built-in list methods. So this is it with this video. Thank you.